Lesson 4 is about managing our affairs with rectitude of conduct. This is the first moral capability we take up in this module. In the subsequent lessons, we focus on other moral capabilities which are required for one's personal life and effective social action in any field. You will see that each lesson is designed around the 5 pillars of capability building. As you know, these 5 pillars are clarifying concepts and developing right attitudes, spiritual and moral qualities, and skills with relevant information. What does rectitude of conduct mean to you? You may have different answers, but one idea about rectitude of conduct is walking the straight path. This idea is very familiar in different traditions. This is actually an image that can help us understand better the concept of uprightness and rectitude of conduct. To walk the straight path, one should be able to see the path. It's evident that the existence of light is required so that we can see the path. This light is the light of truth. But where does the light of truth come from? It comes from a number of shining lamps. Among them, the most important are the lamps of principles. But what are principles? Principles are the laws that govern material and spiritual existence. They are the laws according to which the universe is built. Therefore, to live an upright life, one needs to follow such moral principles. To do so, first one needs to recognize these principles and be able to examine their implications and effects. Going back to the image of walking the straight path, although this path is illumined by the light of truth, we cannot see the path if we are blinded by the veils of prejudice. We can tear apart these veils by the sword of justice. Then only we can see the light of truth through our own eyes. Besides justice, there are a number of other qualities that are necessary to manage our life with uprightness and rectitude of conduct. These qualities include truthfulness, sincerity, honesty, fidelity, and fair-mindedness. They provide the foundation of our moral capabilities. But on the top of them, we also need to practice such attitudes that make it possible for us to walk the straight path. There are also a number of skills and abilities which are essential to manage our life with rectitude. 2 of these skills are taken up in this lesson. One is recognize truth and distinguish it from falsehood. And the second is to avoid situations that may seem innocent but can move us away from the straight path. It is only when we possess all these qualities, attitudes, and skills that we become worthy of the trust of others. That is, we become trustworthy. This is the first fruit of managing our affairs with rectitude and the most essential condition for the existence of society and ultimately achieving the prosperity of humankind. Guard the Treasure is the third cooperative game described here. The objective of this game is to exercise and experience how difficult life could be without trustworthiness. Each group should not exceed 6 participants. At the end of the game, some questions have been provided which will have to be discussed among the group members. Please refer to the game procedure for details. Lesson 5, Promoting Rectitude of Conduct, is a continuation of Lesson 4. This module is not only concerned with moral behavior, but also with moral influence. Moral influence means the promotion of moral standards in one's extended family, community, and society. Therefore, in this lesson, you will exercise promoting rectitude of conduct. But before embarking on this task, you should be careful not to fall into the traps that are set by one's own ego. 2 of these traps are the attitudes of arrogance and self-righteousness. These attitudes can destroy our moral development. Therefore, we need to find ways to avoid them. We should then think of a long-term action plan to promote rectitude of conduct in your extended family. Your approach to developing your moral capabilities must be through action and reflection, or as it is said, through learning from doing. For that reason, you are not expected to prepare a detailed action plan, but to think of the kinds of activities that you can carry out and from which you can learn. Of course, you carry out these activities with humility and with an attitude of service. In this way, you can gradually develop in yourself the capability of promoting rectitude of conduct. Carry out some of those steps in your extended family or in the situations which you have selected for such exercises, and submit the report in the format which is available on the course website.